Hello everyone and welcome back to the stream. Today we are going to be doing something very exciting. We finally got F1 2020 and today we'll be starting my team career mode. So for those of you who don't know, I just got F1 2020 a couple weeks ago. I've been doing some experimenting with the game. As you can see, I already started my own my team career, but this my team career mode we'll be doing with you guys on stream as much as possible. So let's hop into it. Gonna start off with our character here. We already have a character, we're just gonna use him.
Okay boss, Carl here. Let's get this team up and running. The first thing we need to do is register a team name and bring in some important partners.
Okay, guys, give me. I'm just gonna switch my. String. Okay, so let's hop on team details. Okay, well, let's go ahead. AP Pro-ish Gaming. A Pro-ish Racing. Lovely.
Now, let's choose our primary sponsor for this season.
Okay, so I'm gonna choose a sponsor realistically.
A larger signing bonus up front. Some offer more weekly income. The better we perform, the more our level will go up as the team gains more acclaim. Doing this will increase the income from our sponsors.
So I'm thinking I'm gonna go ahead and choose one of the sponsors kind of in the middle, so it gives a pretty good signing bonus, but at the same time also gives a decent amount of weekly income. But also, like, realistically, we have to have a team or a sponsor that has, you know, a easy or a decent amount of, you know, the goal has to be relatively easy. Like, it can't be some crazy hard goal, like earn 25 constructors championship. That's a tough one, especially for a startup team. So I'm looking at Shark right now. I think that's gonna be one of our better goals, you know. I think earn 5 constructors championships. I think, you know, if we get a little lucky here or there, we should be able to get 5. So we're gonna go ahead and join those guys.
So let's sign one of those now.
Okay, let's go ahead and
durability, the better.
check it out.
But be careful about spending all our cash. We're going to have people and facilities to invest in as well. Power unit suppliers will also provide upgrades throughout the season at no extra cost.
Okay, guys, I'm thinking right now. I think I'm just gonna go with Honda, even though it's definitely not as powerful as, say, as the Mercs, the Ferrari engine. I think, you know, cash right now is important to make sure we kind of save it and we use it in the right place. I'm gonna go with the Honda engine. I think it's, you know, it's a pretty good starter engine, so we shouldn't be in too bad of a place.
Here are the drivers interested in joining our team. Look at their stats and pick someone you think can get us good results, as long as we can afford them. Oh, and we renew contracts every few races, so you'll have plenty of chances to sign someone else should the need arise.
Okay, let's look through. I'm gonna obviously sign someone on the cheaper end. That's a nice tribute to him. I feel like I want to have a decent, like a solid teammate, but is it worth spending this much on a teammate where... Honestly, I think I'm going to go for Matsushita. I think, you know, he's pretty good overall. Has some pretty good stats. I think I'm just going to go ahead and sign him. Or Antoine Hubert. I think Matsushita, just because, you know, his overall pace and racecraft is slightly better than Hubert, so I'm just gonna go ahead and sign him.
Power unit supplier and teammate. Go ahead and confirm if you're happy.
Let's go ahead and confirm.
Let's select or edit the livery we'll be running this season. We can add more sponsors to the car as we sign them throughout the year. And don't worry, we can edit our look at any time from HQ.
Lovely, let's put together. I think this is the car we are going to use, guys. Actually, no, in the chat. If you're in the chat right now, tell me what colors you want in the car, and then we'll do some. Alright, I see you in the chat, bud. What do you want to see in the car? Let's create a new one. Alright, so we do have a couple designs to choose off of. I don't know, we'll see. Teal and gold. Alright, but let's do teal and gold then. Let's do teal and gold. Alright, so the chat's telling us teal and gold, guys. So let's change the color. Okay, we definitely want a little bit more gold, so... Okay, teal. Okay, I think this will look cool. Okay. I think teal's a little bit darker, right? Give me a sec, let me search it real fast to see what color I have to look. Oh, okay, okay. I think I know how to get this one color then. Okay, so a little darker. No. Time out. Discard changes. Let's change. I don't like this one as much. I think we should stick with this one. This controller's really finicky, guys. Sorry for... Peeps in the chat, what do y'all think about this color right here? Okay, so this is the teal and gold. Let's accept that. Equip. Back it out. And then obviously as we add more sponsors, we'll be able to add sponsor decal.
Now we need a badge for our team branding. Select an existing badge, edit it, or create one from scratch.
Alright, okay. Let's...
Last but not least,
go ahead.
We need to pick team colors for the rest of our branding. You'll see these colors throughout HQ.
Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and edit this badge. I'm thinking of putting a A on it for A Perush. Edit style. I like that one. Change color. I'm thinking of making this the gold color that we had earlier. It actually looks sick. 32, 240, 92. Okay. Okay, dang it. No. Silly game. Why is this game? Come on, edit. Guys, I should make sure the color is right on it. So edits. Trying to make sure all the colors match up right. So edit color. change color. 32, 240. Okay. Team colors. Okay. So I think this is where we're gonna change it up a little bit. 32, all the way to 240 and 92. Lovely.
Great. That's everything we need. You can go back and edit anything we've done so far, and we'll come back here at the start of each season. But if you're ready to go, hit advance to head to Team HQ, and we can start our push to the top of Formula One.
Okay, let's do this, guys. We're gonna hop in to our first ever season. We're gonna do all 22 races, and then we are gonna set everything to what it would normally be. So we're gonna do qualifying, full, formation lap off, race distance 25% for now. And then we're gonna increase this all the way to 85. Actually, we'll go 80. Okay, 80, guys. Race distance 50%. Practice length. Practice type. Full. Lovely. Okay. Gameplay flashbacks on. Vehicle damage. Full sim safety car on. Corner cutting regular. Race starts. Manual surface and carcass driver moves. Assists. Custom anti-lock. Off. Okay. So. Okay, guys, so we have set everything up. We are ready to get going. So let's head to Team HQ and let's see what we have to do to prepare for Australia, which will be our first ever Grand Prix.
Okay, we're live in 5, 4, 3.
Hello folks, and welcome to the HQ of Formula One's newest team. We've been invited backstage to gain an exclusive insight into what could be one of the most exciting entries in the sport for many years. Now, we've seen a number of new teams enter the sport over the last decade, amongst their number Manor, Caterham, HRT and of course Haas. And while some have proved to be successful, others have morphed into different teams and some have disappeared completely. What marks this team out, though, as being something different is that its owner is also its driver. Now, there's a rich history of that in Formula One too. Sir Jack Brabham, John Surtees, Graham Hill and Bruce McLaren all drove their own cars in the sport, but it has become increasingly rare in recent years. What's very special about this team, though, is that while the team itself is new to Formula One, so too is its driver and owner.
Whatever happens this season, you've already made the history books. Tell me, do you feel up to the mammoth task of both managing and driving for a Formula One team?
So, okay, all these questions, guys, are very important because your answers will actually impact your different R&D, the R&D tree, and your different facilities and all that. So, let's see. This isn't about me. I think I'm going to talk about this one because it talks about the team a little bit more. So
every team needs two drivers. But what was it that drew you to your teammates?
I think, we got to talk about them and make sure that they feel they're welcome.
No one aims to finish bottom of the table. Who's the team you're aiming to beat?
So this is going to be a tough one. So obviously I'm going to choose for a pretty decent team. So I think I'm going to choose Alfa Romeo. I think we have... I think just our raw pace will be able to catch them. I think I'm going to talk about traction out of the corners because I think that's really important. So we'll talk about that. So as you see, our air department will notice that, which is good.
Have years of experience, both on and off the track. How are you planning to catch up to them?
I think we're talking about fuel loads. I think fuel loads are key to reducing the weight of the car. The efficiency of the power unit will keep that weight down. So we're talking about the power unit here. So the power unit department will now notice that.
Part of this sport. How have you ensured that your car can take advantage of each opportunity that comes your way?
I think we'll talk about the aero. Yeah.
And finally, which of your new departments are you most proud of?
Let's talk about chassis, 'cause we haven't talked about chassis at all yet.
Well, that's about all we've got time for here. We will see how this fledgling team fares in its first Grand Prix.
Okay, great. Thank you. That's a wrap.
Okay, guys, so at this point, we are now ready to hop in. I think at this point, we'll have our calendar to look at and all that good stuff. So let's go ahead and hop into it. As we are loading. Okay, here we are. So at this point we have a calendar, so we actually have to get to look at, so we have a car reveal on the 6th. That's a really interestingly placed thing. So there's a lot of stuff we can do. So let's go ahead and start booking stuff into our calendar. So you see at the bottom, you see all the different update or a lot of the things that it helps with by if you do this. I think I'm going to start off with the preseason merchandise sale. That will actually time out. How many days? Oh, we only have 5 days there. So let's put the preseason merchandise sale here. There we go. And then these 7 days we can dedicate to whatever else we want. So I think the driver training camp would not be too shabby. Actually, I'm going to look at the aero and chassis focus just because of how good it is. And, you know, you see the plus 50% for aero and chassis. I think that's good. And then we can go ahead and go to messages. Okay, cool. And then, so here are our facilities, guys. So here we can look into actually how they actually are working on all the different facilities, and we can actually upgrade our facilities. So currently we do not have the funds for any of this. So as we continue to get more money and all that, we can improve all these things. So let's go look at our R&D tree. So here you can see our different powertrains. You see APRS Racing is at the bottom 4. So we could definitely have a lot of work to do here. So let's look at our R&D tree and see if we can do any work going into the season. So let's go ahead and develop. I think we can do an arrow. So yeah, so as you saw, guys, those questions we answered are very important, just because you can clearly see that those questions affected our R&D tree. So right now we don't have enough resource points to do anything in, so we can go ahead, head to the vehicle. Everything is nice and green right now. But obviously as we continue to wear out these engines, you'll see that, you know, they'll start to have wear and tear on them. And then gearbox wise are good. Tire allocation, let's look at this real fast. So balanced, softer. Let's just go to balance. I think the balance is what we like using. And then, as you see, guys, we can start signing more sponsors as we continue to race. Contracts-wise, yeah, we have 132 more days with him, so we should have quite a bit of time. Driver market, we have to look into that. Finances. As you can see, a lot of money has been spent into driver contract and Honda power unit. Finance history, and then customization. So, and then obviously there's the standings. There's not much to look at right now, so let's go ahead, hop and advance into advanced time here. So as you see, there are running costs, but we did get a little bit of money. Got some training stuff done, and let's go to our car reveal now at this point. That is a nice looking car, guys. Beautiful. And that is our car, guys. Number 14 is our number. And the car reveal has been complete. So at this point, getting ready to roll into Australia. Hit the ground running. Hopefully get a decent run there in Australia. I think it'll be tough, but we'll see. We are once more going to advance time, complete some running costs, get some a little bit of money, get some preseason merchandise still, so that's a decent amount of
They'll
money.
be on the car ready for the next race weekend.
Okay, guys, at this point we are going to conclude this episode of F1 2020 My Team Career Mode. Next episode, we will actually go to Australia, complete practice, complete qualifying, and then go race. So hope you guys enjoyed this. If you guys did enjoy, make sure to check out episode 2 when it does come out. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. And if you did miss any part, you guys can go to the YouTube channel for the rest of it. So thank you guys so much, and I'll see you guys next time.